Hi, welcome to Lesson 7. I hope everything's going well. It's hard to believe that we only have Lesson 7 and Lesson 8 left, and then our course will be complete. So the semester has gone by very quickly. I hope you're feeling like you're well situated and things are going well, and you've got what you need to be successful for these last two lessons. This lesson is going to focus on leadership and being a leader and what that looks like in terms of professional development and how you will work with others as you continue to move towards leadership in some sort of literacy aspect. So that's kind of what the focus of this lesson is. In preparing for this, I wanted to pull ideas about leadership and change, and partially because often when we're working with people on professional development, we're asking them to think about things in a new way, to perhaps make some changes to the way that they have done things in the past, and that can be difficult. Change is not always easy, and as a leader you need to be aware of that and not feel like that's something that's reflective of you, but just it's reflective of how many people view change in general. So that's kind of the big picture of what we're going to be talking about in this lesson. From a practical aspect, this is what you will actually be doing for this lesson. You're going to continue your work with your year-long professional development plan. That plan isn't due until May 8th, so you've got some time yet, but I want you to continue to work towards that. And one piece of that, as we talked about in the last lesson, is the professional development presentation. And what you'll do for this, again, is to choose one idea or skill or concept that you're working on in your year-long professional development plan, and you'll pull out that particular piece and plan for what the actual professional development would look like for that particular instance. And as I've shared before, you need to plan for about a 2-hour period of time, and you need to provide all of the resources that are necessary to carry out that professional development. So any handouts, processes, videos, articles, questions, any of those things that someone else would need in order to do the professional development that you have planned. So that is due at the end of this lesson, which is April 24th. So be thinking about that, be working on that, and please let me know if you have questions as you move forward with that. A couple of the readings and videos are specific to that particular assignment, and hopefully you'll see how those are going to provide a little bit more insight into some things for you to think about when you're planning professional development. You have your last two official blog posts for this lesson. Blog post 11 is on change and leadership. And I left those broad on purpose because I want you to think about what that means for you. Like I said, as a leader, you're going to be asking people to make some changes sometimes, and that's not always easy. So what are your thoughts and feelings about change and leadership, and what are you going to do about those things? And blog post 12 is your choice again. These have been really my favorite because you've picked such unique and interesting topics to write about. And as always, you'll be responding to the folks in your blog group, and again, we'll use the most recent blog groups that are available for you. So for this lesson, you need to watch this video, and then there are two short videos that I've provided. Both of them are under 5 minutes. The first one is called The Essence of Leadership, and it is Colin Powell, and he's actually answering a very specific question that's given to him about the most important thing in leadership. And I think it's a very succinct and interesting and important thing that he talks about. So I want you to view that quickly. And then the second video, or the third video, is hopefully we'll get a little bit of a laugh. It's called How to Fail in Your Next Presentation. And I think, well, I'm pretty certain that you will be able to recognize presentations that you've been in the past. And the reason I chose this, it's lighthearted, like I said, but there's a lot of truth to it. And so as you are thinking about working with adults and presenting information and sharing information with them, it's easy to fall back into ways that we're familiar with. And so this is just kind of a fun reminder about what sometimes happens in traditional presentations. So again, they're both very short, so take a peek at those prior to getting too in-depth into your professional development presentation. The readings for this lesson align very nicely with the videos that you'll be watching, as well as the tasks that you're being asked to do in terms of your blog posts, your professional development presentation, and the year-long professional development plan. Sections 3 and 4 in the Systems for Change and Literacy Education text are kind of the culminating ideas about how you're going to manage that professional development in an ongoing way. How do you ensure that once you get good things going, that they're sustainable? And how do you make sure that over time things don't go back to perhaps ways that we didn't want them to revert to? So I think you'll see this will meet your very immediate needs about how to plan really good professional development and to plan for that to be sustainable. The other two pieces are, one is a blog post called 10 Reasons Your Educators Are Resisting Your Change Initiative. And it's very short, you will see yourself and your colleagues as you read these 10 reasons. They're things we've all heard, many of us have said, and I wanted you to just remind yourself about the perspective of others as they often come into professional development situations. Not that it's bad, it's kind of human nature, but these are some of the reactions that we have. And then the piece that goes right along with that is a very short article called What Can We Do About Teacher Resistance? And I know that sounds a little bit negative, but you'll find the article really goes along with that blog post and talks about, if this is where your folks are coming from, here's how you can manage some of those concerns or those fears that your professional development folks are bringing with them. So again, I think you will see immediate purpose for all of these readings, and they will certainly inform the work that you're doing. We know that change can be hard, and leading change can be additionally difficult, and I just wanted this little reminder as we conclude this video that your comfort zone isn't always where you want to stay. And as teachers, we know that we have to try new things, and we have to be willing to do what we need to do to help students be successful. As literacy leaders, you will have to step out of your comfort zone a fair bit as well. You may not see yourself as a leader quite yet at this point. Hopefully you're getting there. But realize that even as an amazing leader, you will have to step out of what's comfortable for you in order to make that magic happen for others. And really, I'm not trying to downplay the importance of this. That really is where the magic happens. You have to get folks working with you, moving in the right direction in order for you to find success and continued success in the things that you're working on. So it's all right if you're feeling concerned or scared or nervous. That's where you should be. That means that you're moving forward. So good luck with this lesson. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll learn a lot about yourself as a leader, and good luck. Let me know if you have questions.